Hi, I'm Ben and you're watching Batarang to the Butt, although this video is something a little bit different to what I usually do. Did you know that there was recently a crew of astronauts stuck in space? Stuck though, not lost. Thankfully, they're safe on the ISS, the International Space Station. But let's go back to the start of this story. Russian space agency Roscosmos sent cosmonauts Dmitry Petelin and Sergei Prokopyev, as well as NASA astronaut Frank Rubio, to the ISS in September of 2022, aboard a Soyuz MS-22 capsule. The crew made it and docked successfully, so everything was going swimmingly. Until it wasn't. In December, a month or so after being docked, the Soyuz MS-22 capsule sprang a major leak, spraying radiator coolant into space. The asteroid that caused the damage was only about a millimetre wide. However, it was travelling at 15,000 miles per hour. So yeah, not ideal. The lost coolant would be required for the capsule to return to Earth's atmosphere, as it gets very hot when you're plummeting towards the planet. So unfortunately, the capsule became unsafe and therefore unusable. Astronauts would usually spend up to 6 months living on the ISS. However, it was beginning to look like these guys were going to be stuck much longer than that. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Roscosmos had been working away on their next mission. They didn't exactly have a pile of rockets just sitting around, but they did have the Soyuz MS-23, which was scheduled to launch with 3 Russian cosmonauts on another mission in March. However, this plan now had to be scrapped. Instead, the new plan was to send the Soyuz MS-23 as an unmanned rescue mission for the stranded crew of the MS-22. And so, the MS-23's launch was brought up to February. And since the Soyuz MS-23 was to be unmanned, Roscosmos also used this opportunity to pack in 429 kilograms of equipment and supplies to the station's crew, including medical equipment, scientific instruments, water, food, and cleaning supplies. A Russian space official is even reported as saying the amount of food sent was 3 times the amount normally dispatched for such missions. The MS-23 managed to successfully conduct its mission autonomously, and it docked with the ISS on the 26th of February. And so now the next step was to get the damaged MS-22 spacecraft home. And I actually watched the live stream of it undocking on YouTube before I got stuck into making this video, so you'll be glad to know that it all went off without a hitch. And it will have landed back on planet Earth, specifically in Kazakhstan, by the time that you're watching this video. But even though the replacement capsule had arrived and the damaged capsule had been sent home, it doesn't mean that it's time for the crew to come home just yet. These hold-ups and setbacks mean that the crew won't be returning until September 2023, meaning that they would be up in space for a full year. Roscosmos said the extended space stay will pose no health risks for the crew, and they even added that the crew had taken the news of their mission extending positively. So good on them. Their mission was originally meant to be 118 days, and now they're going to be up there for a year. And I also think it's pretty mad that more people aren't talking about this. But, as always, let's trust the science and the engineers and the countless minds behind it all. If you want to hear more cool space news, then leave a like, leave a comment, and, watch this space, I guess.